My son, perceive thou my wisdom, and bow down thine ear to my prudence, that thou keep thy thoughts, and thy lips keep teaching. Give thou not attention to the falseness of a woman, for the lips of an whore be an honeycomb dropping, and her throat is clearer than oil. But the last things of her be bitter as wormwood, and her tongue is sharp as a sword, carving or cutting on each side. Her feet go down into death, and her steps pierce to hells. They go not by the path of life. Her steps be uncertain, and may not be sought out. Now therefore, my son, hear thou me, and go thou not away from the words of my mouth. Make far thy way from her, and nigh thou not to the doors of her house. Give thou not thine honor to aliens, and thy years to the cruel, lest peradventure strangers be filled with thy strengths, and lest thy travails be in an alien's house. And thou bewail in the last days, when thou hast wasted thy flesh and thy body, and say, Why loathe thy teaching? And mine heart assented not to blamings, neither I heard the voice of men teaching me, and I bowed not down mine ear to masters. Almost I was in all evil, in the midst of the church and of the synagogue. Drink thou water of thy cistern, and the floods of thy well. Thy wells be streamed forth, and part thy waters in streets. Have thou alone them, and aliens be not thy partakers. Thy vein be blessed, and be thou glad with the woman of thy young waxing age. An hind most dear-worthy, and an heart calf most acceptable. Her teats fill thee in all time, and delight thou continually in the love of her. My son, why art thou deceived of an alien woman, and art fostered in the bosom of another? The Lord seeth the ways of a man, and he beholdeth all his steps. The wickedness of a wicked man take him, and he is bound with the ropes of his sins. He shall die, for he had not learning, and he shall be deceived in the muchliness of his folly.